Okay, we're on. Yo, Jake. Hey, James K. Any chance the Flames catch the Habs? No. No, there isn't. Is there a mathematical chance? I think maybe. I think maybe they still may be alive, but no, I don't think there is. So let's go take a quick look here. I can tell you exactly what their possibilities are. There's a 3.1% chance. 3.1%. Okay, guys, so this is my first one. Haven't done one before. I see that I got James in here. Jake at Peg City. James, are you a Flames guy? I see orange under your avatar, so I'm thinking maybe you are. Leafs! Bandwagon shirt Tucker here to go. I love it. Are you excited for us to play the Jets this Friday? You got a Leafs Jets matchup? I think we're sitting most of our players though. Yeah, no doubt. I also like keeping tabs on the whole league. This Canadian division has been fire for me because I actually get to keep tabs on my buddies' teams. Like most Canadians, I got friends Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Montreal. This has made it way more fun. I would like them to not remove this league, but you're not bandwagon. I'm just bugging you. Have you seen the videos? That's the tagline. That's all. Zach, yeah, I can claim the Avatar blue. Thanks. You left me with the trash jersey. I figured it matched the title name. We'll wear the aviators. So Zach, what do you think of the lineup tonight? It's a little bit janky. It's a little bit janky. This is your favorite one, yeah. Is it just because the color? Like, I like the baby blue. I definitely like the baby blue. Aw, thanks, Jake. You're so sweet. I don't know if I like the logo or the plainness of it though, James. Like it's fine. Like it reminds me of a college jersey. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, it's the blue. There, nailed it. But you know what? I like the blue too. I think this is a good blue. It's just slightly different than everybody else in the league. So I'm a big fan of that right now. I would really like them though. You can kind of see it behind me here. The Connor jersey. I'd love them to go to that. That's where I want them to be. ODR jersey symmetry. Yeah, Comrie's not bad. Apparently they nominated him for like a good person, like best hockey sportsman or whatever they end up nominating there for. I don't know how I feel about that. That 90s jersey is legit. Jake's got one hanging up behind his stream. Oh, yeah, the good guy award there. That's it. The good guy award. Yeah, that old Timu jersey. I'm waiting for it to come back, but I don't know, that 80s retro that they wear. So sick. All right, so what do you guys think of lineup here? Like, this defense is interesting. Morrissey, Hinola, DeMello, Forbert. I wish they'd flip Stanley and Forbert, to be honest. I'd like them to do that. And this forward line's a little janky too. Stasny with Lowry, but you move Perreault up. Like, I almost feel bad for Dubois. He's got two checkers with him. I don't know, like, Cop's fine, but bit of a checking role. And you got Perreault. I guess he's trying to run 3 even lines right now. That's what I'm thinking they're doing. They're trying to run those 3 even lines. He's just going to roll them through. Maybe limit Wheeler, Scheifele, and Connor's ice time. Yeah, see you, Jake. Thanks for coming by, man. Enjoy your stream. Could call it a good gut award, though. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, James. I don't mind that. So what do you think? If you're a Leafs guy, you think Jackie Boy, Captain Jack's going to carry you to a cup? Can he stay hot? Yeah, no problem, Zach. No problem, buddy. Turns to dust. Kind of like Jack Campbell. Playoffs are a different game. They are. I don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs this year. I still have the Leafs. If I had to put a number to the Leafs winning the North, I'm going to put a number of 80%. 80%. I'm probably going to put the Oilers at 15. I'm going to give the Jets 5. I'm giving 0 to the Habs. So Maurice is saying he wants to see Stasny with Lowry. I don't understand what is going on with the coach right now. Like, you got 2 games left, and this is the combo you want to see. If you don't have your combos set, if you don't know what your combos are going in now, you're in trouble. And you probably know this as a 20-year Leafs fan, James. Maurice he pontificates to the media, and he speaks really well, but like it never goes anywhere. Like, he's frustrating. What do you think of him? Well, Maurice is desperate. Yeah, absolutely. Like, how did you feel about Maurice being over there? Yeah, okay. We're in the same boat then. If he's making you pull your hair, check this out. There you go. That's all on Paul Maurice. That's all on Maurice, baby. Roland, hey, welcome. If this is an original concept, kudos. What concept are you talking about? Streaming a game? Checking it out? Raycroft? I forgot about Andrew Raycroft and Toscala. Man, those are blasts from the past. That's like, oh, here we go. Oh, Mr. Maurice is on the TV right now, pontificating again. What's up, TBC? Yeah, I do want to see the Habs and the Leafs. I can't wait. I'm going to be streaming the Habs and the Leafs. I'm going to wear a Jets jersey like a dusty old Jets fan. I'm going to get on both teams. It's going to be fun. You guys can get on me. It'll be hilarious. You know what, though? Don't feel too bad about Rask, though, James. Like, he reminds me of Curtis Joseph when he was with the Leafs. Amazing regular season goaltender, not good in the playoffs. And I don't think Rask can win in the playoffs. I really don't. Roland, are you Leafs guy, Jets guy, Canucks guy, just a hockey guy? Who gets massive brain farts? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot we were talking about Rask. He he goes to sleep at the most inopportune times, but when he's on, he is on. Like he can be lit. I really like the Bruins though. I know you're not gonna like that, but like if the Jets weren't here, I just like the idea of the Bruins. Ah, rolling, there we go. Can't stand the Oilers. There are way too many young Oiler fans in Winnipeg right now. I get it, McDavid's good, but it feels like blasphemy. The Oilers have been a problem for 30 years. I'm always going to have a problem with the Oilers. Not Oiler fans. The Oilers. I'm always going to have beef with the Oilers. Try to get that out of my face a little bit. Hey, how's the audio, guys? Does it sound all right? Is it picking up any background noise, any crackling? Let me know. Perfect. Thank you, TBC. I appreciate it. Perfect. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. I picked up this. This is a new mic. This took me 3 days to set up. It's just a microphone. Audio in, audio out. No, of course it isn't. You need inline boosters, audio interfaces. Like, guys, I'm way too old to be doing this, but like I have had to learn video editing, Premiere Pro, Photoshop. Now I'm into mixing. Like I'm making use of this COVID lockdown thing, but oh, learning stuff when you're old, ugh, it's tough, but it's fun. Now I can't enjoy McJesus. No, not 3 programs. I had to download a few mixing devices for the stream setup. The stream setups actually took me the longest. It's like Streamlabs and OBS took me the longest to figure out. Everybody's got to be a professional these days. Um, I got a good job. I don't want you guys listening to some janky audio. Like, I hate it. I'd turn it off anytime somebody's sitting there talking with a mic that doesn't work. I'm out. You know, though, TBC, I wonder. That's a good save. I wonder. I don't know. I wonder what's wrong with the Oilers as a whole because they can't build that team around McDavid. But they might actually be able to win a cup with just McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse, Barrie, and if this frickin' Mike Smith situation doesn't calm down. Yo, what's up, Mike Hill? You're rolling an SM7B? It's not a bad mic. I just didn't realize when I picked it up that it took so much power, and but that's okay. It's done now. It's done. We're rocked. We're ready to go. Travis Hamonic, a Manitoba boy that really feels like he's fallen off. Vancouver has just decided to underperform. They have a GM problem or an ownership problem or something. Something is going wrong in Vancouver. They have had talent for 15 years, it feels like. A little bit of a rebuild there after they screwed up the Corey Schneider-Luongo situation. But they've always played soft. And like, I'm not the first guy to sit here and tell you need to beat guys up to win a cup, but they are so far beyond playing any type of game of contact that it hurts. You can't win that way. Yeah, Mike, I picked up a Mick Boost, the Made in Canada one by Radial. So I didn't get the Cloud Lifter. I got the Mick Boost. It's not bad. It does the same thing. It does the same thing. Seems to work much better. You think the goalies are that far away, eh? Let's see if we can get this game chat on here. Big save by Brossois there. Well, let's pull up the Oilers here. Let's pull them up. Because I don't think it's one player away. But I might be wrong. And I don't want to talk out my backside here. Alright, so you obviously got McMuffin. I think he said it best. Can't even enjoy him. Like, I'm trying to enjoy him, though. I really am. I have watched a lot of McDavid highlights right now. Like, a lot. And he's that good. He's really that good. I haven't seen a guy play this well. It's Crosby, amazing. Ovechkin, amazing. Matthews is right there with him. I truly believe that. I'm not trolling when I say Matthews could be better than McDavid. I still got McJesus all day, but I think it's a logical argument. So he's good. Draisaitl and then Barrie and Nurse have just been a revelation. But like, everyone keeps talking about the fact that Nugent Hopkins is this amazing two-way defensive center, but like, we're talking 40, 45 points in a regular 82 game season. Like, that's not going to get it done. Oh no, here we go. Breakaway for the Canucks. Nope. Nope, nope. Ah! Brutal. Come on. Canola gets burnt. That hurts. Fourth. Hoglander. Hodor. Hold the door. He got cute. So this is the trouble with Hanola right now. So he gets burnt here because Maurice hasn't kept him into the lineup. Like, I see what he's doing there, but a no-look pass at the blue line is not what you want to do as a responsible defenseman. That is too high risk of a play to make there, and he's going to get an earful from the coach. But he missed 30 games this year because he had to play with the Moose. Like, he needs to learn this stuff. He is so good. Hanola is so good. But not enough experience yet. His skill is there. I feel like Maurice wasted him this year in the A, not up with the big club, teaching him what he needed to teach him. 100% that Matthews McDavid is the new Crosby OVTBC. 100%. Okay, so let's go back to this. Here we go. Here we go. That's going to be a save. Dylan DeMello at the top of the, where the ringette line would be. You guys even know what that is. Top of the circle in the slot. So, I mean, Puljujärvi looks like he's going to be okay for the Oilers. I really like Yamamoto. But like, you just look at these point totals. It's just a cliff. It's an absolute cliff, which is a testament to me to how good McDavid is. Let's see what we got going here. Edmonton, Montreal, 2-2. 2-2 Edmonton, Montreal. That's crazy. James Neal, nice rebirth. And just as I'm talking crap about Nugent Hopkins, he's got a goal. Byron and Evans. Montreal's light. They're light right now. They really need a little bit of help. I think the Leafs are going to roll over him in 4. I think the Leafs got him in 4. What do you guys think? Leafs in 4, Leafs in 5? Habs? Anyone got the Habs? An interesting feed how they won't show the game here. Like, this is actually live playing right now on my computer, but they won't show it. See, there's where Heinola... This is where Heinola is just amazing. Like, look at this puck movement. Blakey. Scheifele needed to get to the back door there. That was a nice play. He really needs to get to back door there. Yeah, you should be afraid of Price. Everyone should always be afraid of Price. A good goalie can ruin everything. You know it, I know it. Shea Weber and Price coming back could be tough, but I still got him in 4 or 5. Like, your offensive power is too good. Yeah, TBC's got it. Leafs in 5. I agree. Leafs in 5. See, this was a really nice pinch here. I think that's DeMello. You notice he had forward support when he made that pinch. That was really nice. Like, I was getting on Jake Muzzin from the Leafs there about a bad pinch that cost a goal last game against the Habs, but he didn't have forward support, and that cost that 2-on-1 and then that janky goal where Jack should have had that angle. That was a better pinch by DeMello. And here's one of Winnipeg's biggest problems. Vancouver's not even fast, and just that odd man rush, 3 forwards down low always. We run a 1-2-2 offensive forecheck, and we always end up running 2 guys too low. The Jets' gap between their forwards and the D, it separates way too much, and then they're gone the other way. The other Ben. He doesn't even get a first name, he's just the other Ben. Good back check, though, by Lowry. Really good back check by Lowry. Like, that's a nice breakout. This is why Adam Lowry gets a lot of credit on the Jets team. He is a very defensive power forward. Excellent breakout. James, you're not illogical by saying that, my guy. Like, the Leafs have let us down for a long time. You're going to be nervous until you win the cup. At the end of the day, you're not going to feel comfortable until you win the cup, and that's totally fair. I'd be nervous too. I was so nervous when the Jets were playing against the Knights 3 years ago in the conference final, like, just grinding teeth. I'm with you on the futures too, TBC. I'm absolutely with you. Their futures are bright. Calgary, I think, is done. And not because Calgary doesn't have a good team, but something's rotten in Calgary. I don't know what it is. But they have way too much talent. They were projected to be a top 2 team in the division this year. I don't know why they've fallen off. If I was a Calgary GM at this point, I would probably be wholesaling my players. I would be looking to rebuild because something about the combination of players isn't right. And I don't think Daryl Sutter's the savior. I don't. So here we go again. 3 Jets back too low. We're lucky that's Vancouver. Oh, see, there it is. Come on. Oh, I know. It's the backup squad, but still, like, watch this replay if you guys are watching it. Like, you got 3 players pushing way too far. You need to have your one guy higher if you're going to run a 1-2-2, but we don't. So 3 trap low. Bye-bye. Odd man rush. Fantastic mid lane drive too. Fantastic. Oh, I could draw that up and show. I wish you could show clips because that's amazing. Wow, what a drive. What a mid lane drive. Love it. You guys know what that means when I say that? What a mid lane drive looks like? Or am I getting too nerdy? Yeah, you're right. Those Jets were a wagon. You want Comrie? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's up with Comrie, Jake. I'm gonna tell you what's up. Comrie is listed at 6 feet. He's truly 5'10". I've seen him in person. I've been on the ice with Eric. He is not 6 feet, and the problem is, no matter how good his angles are, and this is coming from the Jets coach himself. I'm buddies with him. No matter what angle he's going to play, if they move the puck left to right, you can move it around him pretty quickly. So even though he's smaller, you can make up for that with good angles and good eye on the puck, but you're not going to convince me that a 5'10", 5'11" goalie can do this. Who was the last guy? It was Halak? You guys remember, was Halak the last 5'10", 5'11" guy? Like, everybody's like 6'2" to 6'5" now. Why do boards hate us? I don't know what you mean, because that wasn't a board. That was a breakdown. So I think Comrie got overhyped. TBC, way overhyped. People were saying that. People say that about this Berdine kid that we have too. I got to show you some clips of this Berdine kid. He's freaking... There's something special about him. He's hilarious. We're on commercial now. Let me see if I can find him. But no, Comrie, everybody did talk about him being the next whatever. Look at this guy. He is one of the best puck handling goaltenders in the league. Kniped. You got to see his celly too. Celly is just incredible. Look at that, Selly. He gets a penalty for this too. This is fantastic. Conor McGregoring his way. Oh, that's Berdine. Bo Horvat is quite a player. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, see, James, you get it. And this is why I beat up Jack Campbell. Not because he's short, but when I look at the way Jack plays a game, I find he's fundamentally flawed in his angles. He has trouble seeing the puck. That doesn't mean you can't be effective, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what your style is as a goaltender. as long as you're keeping pucks out of the net. And he's doing that right now. It just, my gut tells me he can't keep this up all the way through to the cup. But then again, Tim Thomas proved me wrong. I mean, even Don Cherry in his old age was able to call the fact that Tim Thomas was a guesser. He just guessed right enough to win a cup. Yeah, Roland, I hate our PK too. So he runs Paul Maurice runs what's called a passive penalty kill. He's the only coach in the NHL that I know that runs this. The problem with a passive penalty kill is that you're not putting pressure on your opponents. And the theory behind the kill today is that if you see a back, so if they spin move on you, you end up losing control of the puck or it goes into the corner like it does there off a shot. Right off this shot, you should be sending 3 at that puck. 1, 2, 3. Everybody should be pushing puck, but they don't. It allows them to reset. And it's janky. It's old. It's like 1995. Circa just hold the box is what it feels like. It's not a box, but it feels like when we used to yell, hold the box. So no, I'm with you. I don't like it. You're not wrong. If your eyes aren't fooling you, no other team's doing this. You need to be more aggressive on the kill. But we get through it. It's just, you're not going to survive the Leafs doing that. Not a chance. They'll bury one on you every time. McDavid will bury it every time. Yeah, and it's tough with his angles, James. Like, what are you going to do with it? I don't know. Cross your fingers, hope you get through. I mean, you got enough talent that you should be able to cover up for him anyway. And your decor is severely underrated. Morgan Rielly is awesome. Like, Morgan Rielly is just, I think he's fantastic. Leafs fans have gotten on him for way too long. Felix the Cat Pot Van. He does. We should show some clips there in the intermission. Hey, Costa. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Any feedback you got it here. You can ask me any question you want to. Come on, Shifley. Ow! Line wouldn't have missed that. He would not have. You got to go Bardowski there. What a play. Okay, back to you, Costa. Who do I want in the first round? I mean, I'd rather have the Leafs, to be honest. I'd rather us lose and get the Leafs. I don't think we match up well against Edmonton. I never thought we have. And even though people say if you shut down McDavid, you shut down the team, and that's true, we haven't. So I don't want the Oilers. I really don't. And frankly, I don't believe in who I'd rather lose to. I've heard guys say it like, I'd rather lose to the Leafs. I'd rather, yes, boom. Chicken delivery tonight, boys. The cartoon bird knipes it. He needed that. He really needed that. Like Connor, oh my God, he needed that. Like, wake up, kid. Here we go. Ginger for the W. Can't believe Shifes didn't score on that. Show the goal, though. This is a really, really good job getting open here by Connor, and atrocious work by the Vancouver D. Jimmy VC, though, he's dust. Look at him glide in. He's dust. They gave him the Hobby Baker over Kyle Connor back in university days, and it just, I'm sorry. Like, I get it, you play in the NHL. I don't, but Jimmy VC was the most overrated free agent to ever avoid the, well, he didn't avoid the draft, but waited long enough that his draft capital ran out and picked his team. He is an overrated bum. I love Rielly too, James. I really do love Morgan Rielly. I have Morgan Rielly penciled in as the second pairing for Team Canada. He could absolutely be on the first pairing. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Morgan Rielly is a top 10 defenseman in the NHL. I think Morgan Rielly moves pucks. I think he's big. He's tough. I like everything about Rielly, but TBC, Connor's defense is actually underrated. He has a really good get up and go. He's quite fast. He uses his angles really well. He's aggressive. He doesn't play a lot of bod, and I think that's where the eye test lets people down. But he always has good D-side position. He's never on the wrong side of the puck. So I really like Connor on in most areas of the ice. And I think in 1 or 2 years, he's getting like $7.1 million right now. I think in 1 or 2 years, he becomes the league's one of the league's best contracts, to be honest. Very similar to what happened with Draisaitl. Like, he won't be Draisaitl. He's not playing with McDavid, but it'll be a good deal. Yeah, all the Leafs fan, Costa, you all want to see the Habs. You just want to beat Montreal. I don't blame you. That's a great rivalry. I really don't blame you for that. We don't get to see you guys enough, so I'll give you some fun stories here about Winnipeg and the MTS Center. I got season tickets, and it's really hard to play the Leafs and the Habs, to be honest, because you think your team travels well when you're a Leafs or Habs fan. They don't. Not in Winnipeg. What happens is Winnipeggers put on Leafs and Habs jerseys, and it just drives me up the wall. Like, I get it. They were your team, and they're all Jets fans. They are. They put the Jets jersey right back on after the Leafs and Habs go home. We only see you once a year, but I can't stand it. I can't stand seeing the 4,000 jerseys. Cheer for who you want, but like, if you're born and raised in Winnipeg, if you went through losing an NHL team like we did, well, I did, if you were alive during then, most of them are, you got to support your team. Montreal and Toronto will never have fear of losing an NHL team. Like, keep the jersey in the closet, cheer for the boys. That's my thought. Steve Dangle says VC is a guy? Yeah, okay. I could take that. He's a guy. I really like Dangle. He's funny. TJ Brody is a very good defenseman. He is a very, very good defenseman. Hey, Sean Storm, welcome to the stream. Me and Sean Storm are friends. He's a big XFL fan. So the funny story about the The funny story about the XFL, guys, when I started this channel, I didn't know what I wanted it to be. I still don't know what I want it to be. I just know I'm a guy that likes sports. And I made one video over the XFL CFL merger. It blew up. And by blew up, I mean it got 800 views. And I gained probably like 30, 40 subs off of it. We're just diehard XFL fans. That's all they want to talk about. They want me to watch live games. They're great guys, but like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do for 2 years. Like, I'll cover it when the CFL starts. I'll cover the XFL CFL merger, but like, it's 2 years away. Who cares? I don't care. Hey, Mark, welcome. You've been a Leafs fan since Phil Kessel was your big player. Funny story about Phil Kessel. We have a Phil Kessel Build-A-Bear. We called, it was an elephant. We put a Leafs jersey on him. We called him Ella Phil Kessel. He's gained weight since he last played on the Leafs. Did you guys see that Phil Kessel picture? See if I can find it for you. What if we just type in Phil Kessel fat? No. He just passed a milestone, so we'll see if we can find it here. Yeah, there he is. Like, can you guys believe this dude's a pro athlete? I'm jealous. I could not imagine. I couldn't imagine. You're that good at a sport. You are this naturally gifted that you can walk around with this body and perform. And I'm not fat shaming here, guys. Like, I'm not. I get it. I'm not the slimmest dude either, but I don't understand how, when your job is to perform at the highest level for millions and millions of dollars, you have the best trainers in the world around you. You have nutritionists, dietitians. You're grabbing a hot dog at a cart and you look like that. Yeah, 100% TBC. It looks like he goes fishing. And they're like, I'd be buddies with Phil Kessel. He looks like a senior league sniper. That's what he looks like. That's all right, Roland, if you're a bit behind. It was a pretty nice shot. It was a very nice shot. Oh, Rory. Coach Rory D is here. That's the younger brother. We're on the Kevin Owens, Phil Kessel train. I love it. That Kevin Owens, Phil Kessel train. Yeah, Kessel's a beauty is what he is. He's a regular beautician, TBC. You're right. That's exactly what Phil Kessel is. But does that matter? I don't know. Like, you're a pro athlete. It still just shocks me. Like, I'm jealous for one. I can fully admit that I'm jealous. I'm shocked at 2. I'm a little disgusted at 3. And number 4, I'm also kind of impressed. Like, I just don't know how to take it. Kessel. And don't worry, Rory Storm, I'll make sure to live stream every CFL game in 2023 or whenever it starts. CFL, XFL. Hey, Leafs fans, do you guys care about the Argos? Like, even a little bit? We really care about the Bombers here, but I don't know if anyone cares about the Argos. Nice shot by Forbert there. That big body of Dubois is looking good. I see Stasny out there with him. I wonder if he's already jumbled up his lineup here. So now we got Lowry. There's Apps. Nope, Stasny is out there. I was wrong. That was Perreault. Perreault and Stasny have, I find, a very similar skating style. Perreault's the last pitchforker in the league, though. Yeah, okay, so 1, Costa doesn't care about the Argos. TBC doesn't care too much. Leafs only hockey. Yo, man. What's going on? Gave me a real nice confidence boost the other day. Love the comment. Really, really appreciated it. Like, a lot. YouTube's hard, guys. People are mean. Bunch of wieners out there at times. You'd think they played for the team or they own it or something. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Almost. The Real Void, what's up, my guy? I was asking the Leafs fans how you guys feel about the Argos. And do you want an NFL team now? Do you guys want to buy the $1 billion stadium and hope they come? Because I hear the NFL won't go to Toronto until you build the stadium. But if you build the stadium, they may go to Toronto. That's what I hear. You need the stadium first. But like, I don't know if I'd want to use taxpayer dollars to build a $1.1 billion stadium for the Argos in case they don't show up. The only thing that scared me in the playoffs is because we've choked so much. Well, you know what? You have every reason to be afraid. I get it. I can't calm that fear other than to tell you I'm a biased Jets fan. As biased as it comes, you got a couple Jets fans in here that are not Leafs supporters, to say the least. And you know what? I think the Leafs are going to take it. I know. I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. I think the Leafs take it. I think if you had any time to feel confident, now's the time, TBC. TBC, you're a Rams fan, a conky. Dan Kroenke. How do you feel about his Arsenal shenanigans? I'm not a soccer fan, but I followed that. Argos games are fun though, eh, James? Like, is beer cheaper there than it is at the Leafs game? Like, crazy. Yeah, I don't know if they'd watch it either, Costa. I know they want a team, though. I know they want a team, that's for sure. You don't even watch the Super Bowl, really? No Super Bowl parties, Leafs only. So I'm not a huge fan of this line for the Jets. Connor, Wheeler, Scheifele. I think Wheeler plays too slow in his age now to be able to play with Connor and Scheifele. I think Wheeler needs to play with Dubois. Dubois is not slow, but neither is Wheeler. They're just not as fast as Scheifele or Connor, and I think you got to get speed with Scheifele and Connor. Like, it has to be Ehlers once Ehlers comes back, but Wheeler loves playing with Scheifele. Like, they chat about it all the time, and they got to move on from this line. They really do. Yeah, so I've been to Scotiabank only for a Raptors game, couple Raptors games actually. I'm a huge Raptors fan. Like, I love the Raps. The NHL is fun, but to be perfectly honest, if we had NBA in Winnipeg, which we'll never have, I think the NBA is just a way more fun game to watch live than hockey is, and I'm a diehard hockey guy. I've gotten on board with the NBA since the Raps won the championship, and I understand why everybody loves it. The big thing that I noticed being at the Scotiabank Arena watching the Raps, the players are interacting with the fans during TV timeouts. Everybody's laughing. I love the cheerleaders running up and down the stands. And it blew my mind blown, that you're giving away jerseys to an entire section of people as a giveaway. Like, it's not a t-shirt cannon, it's a jersey cannon. Winnipeg is so freaking cheap, guys. We barely give away a hot dog here. You get an advertisement-ridden t-shirt from Scotiabank with a Jets logo on it you'd never wear anywhere but under your hockey gear. And the Raptors are giving away jerseys, so. I don't think the NFL's fixed, though, Leafs. I don't think any pro sports in North America is, to be honest. Tom Brady has played in the Super Bowl for 50% of his career. It's insane. Real Void. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who think like Raps games are fun. How are Leafs games? Have you guys made it into the arena? We got a power play coming up here. Thoughts on Anderson shitting the bed versus Winnipeg's AHL team? Don't panic. I think Anderson's still the best option for a goalie, but if he can't get his stuff together, if he can't get it together in the AHL, then you can't take Jack Campbell out. I would rather roll Freddie, but if he can't get it together after this injury and prove that he can take the net back, then it's got to be Jack's net. So that's my thoughts. I don't think you can take Jack out until Jack loses. And I don't mean one game. I mean, Jack needs to clearly implode, in my opinion, before you take him out. I wouldn't take him out at the first sign of danger because you're going to ruin his confidence. And then if you try to put him back in case Freddie Anderson's no good, that's not the way I would go. So I think I've talked it through. Hey, if you guys blow up this channel and for some reason I get Leafs tickets, I will 100% be giving them away to Leafs fans. We can go together. I'll even buy my own ticket. I'll give 2 away. You guys can come. But we got to get to 1,000 subs first. So pass it around to your buddies. But as soon as I can get on Dangle's show, I'll do it one day. You'll see it. Give me 3 years. I'll join Dangle on a podcast or something, and we'll be big enough to get some Leafs tickets. Joffrey Lupul, the legend. Why is he a legend? Talk to me about Joffrey Lupul. Leafs, I don't know if you've ever hurt your knee, but I've hurt my knee a lot. I've hurt both quite a few times. I spent a lot of time rehabbing them over the last 10 years. I can actually run about 20 miles a week now, which I'm happy with. But I can tell you, it takes a long time to get confidence back in your knee. A long time. It's a real mental game. Even though your knee can physically do it, your brain won't let you do it. So you're right. Okay, so the hockey guy, James, he's funny. I watched his first video when I started this channel, and the first thing I thought was, what the hell am I watching? Like, there's this dude who looks like he's like 5'6", 5'7", with a hat that's never been curved in front of a whiteboard with no editing, and I was enthralled. I don't know why. I was enthralled. I was like, I like you. I shouldn't, but I do. And then the more I listen to him talk, the more I realize how intelligent he actually is. He is very intelligent when it comes to hockey. So Dangle and the hockey guy, I'm in. The biggest busts in Leafs history are Lupul and David Clarkson. Is that over Dion Phaneuf? Costa, I'd take a David Clarkson t-shirt if it's not all sweaty and gross. I'd even wear it on the show. I'd rock one. That'd be hilarious. If I could do Leafs Habs coverage in a David Clarkson shirt, I think you've inspired me. Hold on. Let's see if we can find one. David Clarkson t-shirt. Jeremy Clarkson. I don't want that. eBay. There it is. $12. Why do you think Sundin? Why Mats? I like Mats. I think Mats had it tough. I think Matt Sundin, basically after the Wendell Clark, Doug Gilmour days, guys, and those were really good days. Like, those were two great players. It's too bad they couldn't actually be friends and win a championship, but I digress. After those days when Matt Sundin came in and captained the team, I don't think it was Sundin's fault. I think Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, or whatever it was called, or whoever the owners were, I think they got spoiled because it was always a sellout. They didn't care about the playoffs. I don't know why. It was a weird business model, but all they wanted to do was spend the least amount of money possible, buy a bunch of old guys. Like, I think Lindros played for the Leafs at one point. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it feels like you bought every old retired guy leaving at that point. That's not on Sundin. Yeah, see, there you go. Sundin was all right. Mats. But I think that's what Canada really struggled with the Leafs, was like, this is a team that should be like the New York Yankees of hockey and winning a lot. And they weren't spending the money at the time or putting together teams that made sense. And it hurt. Leafs would have been the 1993 Cup champions if Fraser made the right call. I think the Leafs would have beaten the Kings. I do. So I think you're right. Do you think that was Fraser, though, or you think it was Patrick Waugh stealing it? I got to give it to Waugh. Yes, the hockey guy is a very, very good speaker too, James. He's an amazing speaker. I should raise Phil Kessel to 1,000 subs. Are you talking subscribers, or are you talking Subway sandwiches? Because I can't beat him if it's Subway sandwiches. I'm not as fat as he is. What about Darcy Tucker? You guys any Darcy Tucker fans? See? Boyd's laughing. Top 3 goalies of all time. This, to me, I don't think is that hard. So I'm going to take out the goalies pre-1980. I think I have to. And the reason I think I have to take out the goalies pre-1980, not because they weren't really good for their time, but it was just such a different position, and it's very hard to evaluate. The game was, I mean, if you're not wearing a mask or anything like that, it feels tough. So, that said, the best goalie of all time is Martin Brodeur. I have no doubt about it. Now, funny story about Brodeur. I'm buddies with Travis Zajac. He's a good dude. Brodeur's a little bit of a wiener, I've heard. I've heard that. I heard he's pretty tough in the locker room at times. A little bit of an ego on him. So, I don't know if it's true, but I got Brodeur. Number 2, like, I see what TBC's saying with Waugh. I do. I think it has to be Waugh just because of the stats. I'm trying to challenge myself right now to think if it's anybody but Waugh. Because Waugh had the record until Brodeur showed up and broke it. And then, like, I like the idea of Hasek. I do, because he was a game changer. I know he's not done playing, but it may be Carey Price. Carey Price changed that game. Him and Fleury really, really did some things that shouldn't have been done. I mean, Marc-Andre was one of the first guys to bring the hybrid model in, but Price perfected it. He's the only goalie to have won 4 trophies. Like, what did he win? The Art Ross. He won the Vezina. Like, he won so many that year. So I'm going to lock it in with Brodeur, Waugh, and Price. 1, 2, 3. How about you guys? See, yeah, exactly, James. He kind of does look like a wiener from his commercials. I don't think that's kind of scripted. I think his carrying his trophies and that around was him. Darcy Tucker was cool. He was like Wayne Simmons in his prime. Wayne Simmons is tough. He's a tough player. Like, you want Wayne Simmons on your team. Yeah, goalies before the 80s were wearing the equipment players are wearing now. It's funny. So what do you guys think about the fact that scoring is way up in the NHL? Like, I know they've talked about at this point. Remember, they were going to make bigger nets because scoring was down 4 or 5 years ago. They were going to further reduce goalie pads. I think players how to score because the systems have opened up more. Owen Ryan, what's up, my man? Welcome. Who's your team, Owen? Who are you with? You know, I know why you'd be tired of Habs fans saying that. Oh, Roland Essenza. Bob Essenza. Oh, I was a big Bob Essenza fan when I was 6 years old. It was the Winnipeg Jets night. Every time you make a save in the arena, you'd hear it. Big save! Essenza! Through the intercom. Hank is really good too. See, that third position is really hard. I think everybody's got Juan Brodeur. Oh, and that's all right that you're a Leafs fan. That's cool, man. I'm rocking it here with a lot of Leafs fans. Everybody here. I may be born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I know where hockey fans reside, and they reside in the GTA, period. Story. Secondarily, they reside in Montreal or anywhere across Canada. Everybody else, second. See, Jonathan Quick was interesting. Jonathan Quick had this weird thing where when he got into his butterfly, he would actually keep his glove hand down. The goalie gets into his butterfly, you want him actually, you can think about it if you're not goalies. Put your glove hand up, put a blocker up, stand up, drop your knee, glove in your blocker, stay at the same height you were when and he would drop his glove, bring his glove up. It was fundamentally so flawed, and coaches tried to change it over and over and over again, but they didn't need to because he was that good. And I just still wonder, if he would have just kept his darn glove up, what would happen? But you know what? Lundqvist had a weird style too. Lundqvist, if you look at him, is probably the deepest in his net goalie I've ever seen. Jack Campbell is the best. No, he's not. Campbell's lucky right now. James K, are you saying his stance is way too low for you with Henrik? Do you agree with me? Prime Quick was nuts. He was. So the thing about Quick was, though, is that because his glove hand was down, it actually shows how quick, pun intended, very punny tonight, but it shows how quick he really was. He was fast because he had that little fundamental miss. Jonathan Quick was legit. I think the third goalie is debatable, but I think we all have Brodeur and Waugh. Leafs only. Okay, so you said you're so tired of Habs fans saying when Price comes back for the playoffs. So you know how you feel about Habs fans? I feel like that's how the world feels about Leafs fans and Habs fans. Not me. Not me. I just like a good troll, guys. I like a good troll. I know how to get clicks. I know how to entertain the people. I know how to get clicks. Call a Leafs fan a bandwagon fan. Oh, kind of like wrestling, WWE there. You could be a villain. You could be a good guy. Doesn't matter. You're cheering me. You're booing me. You're in the comments. Downvote, upvote. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all engagement. Okay, you know what? Okay, that's a really good point. Campbell wasn't drafted 11th overall for no reason. That's a very good point. I could talk about goalie draft position for years, to be honest. We wouldn't even have time this stream to talk about it. So, from what I know about scouting and drafting, if you disagree, just let me know. Forward's the easiest to predict in terms of success in the NHL, especially wingers. If you've got a good score on a winger, because the job of a winger is just, it's so much less than a two-way center or a defenseman or a goalie. And the analytics that you can use to evaluate a winger really do just come down to points skating. So they're easiest to evaluate. Centermen are the second hardest to evaluate, but the hardest to find in terms of franchise centermen, if you will, because they drive everything on your team. So centermen, Centermen are tough to evaluate because the best player on every team is a centerman, but you got to decide if when you're drafting him, is he going to come in as a centerman or a winger, and can he convert to the wing? Defensemen are very difficult to draft, and they're very difficult to draft because they take 4 or 5 years to learn the game at a pro level. Think of Justin Holl. So Justin Holl, he is just coming into his own. He's what, 28? Second year in the NHL now. Like, he's played in every single level of hockey. That's just how long it takes to learn the game at a point, and goaltenders are no different. So if we're getting back to the fact that Campbell went 11th, I personally would never pick a goalie in the first round, second round. I'd probably start throwing a lot of darts at goalies round 3 out, just because they have such a high bust rate. So, was he worthy of the 11th overall pick? I don't know. Really don't. But you know what? The easiest way to do this, TBC, if he wins a cup, then you're right. And that's that simple. If he is hot through the whole playoffs and he becomes your goalie of the future, Freddie Anderson leaves free agency, then you're right. You win. My hat's off to it. I've been wrong before. I've been wrong many times. I'll be wrong again. Drafting goalies is magic beans. With you. Habs fans are so delusional. Okay, so Leafs, Canadian hockey fans are. I mean, Montreal freaking rioted. They thought the best idea that they could do when they lost was to burn down their own. Vancouver didn't take it very well. Edmonton guys are up in arms. I just think Canadians are so tense because we haven't won a Stanley Cup in so long. This is our game. We're taking it out on each other. So I think we're all deluded. Me included. As an Oilers hater, it feels like Grant Fuhr was the best ever despite his 4.5. Okay, Roland. Fuhr was good because Gretzky was good. So Gretzky, Curry, Messier, they changed the game to a level that Grant Fuhr became good because of puck possession, what the guys could do. And I think that's why Mike Smith's lighting it up this year. It's because of what McDavid's doing. I don't think Mike Smith's that good. I think the Oilers, driven by McDavid, changed. So, problem with goalies is they're so flaky, so many variables that goes into their play, 100%. And their head case, it is a mental game. So when I coach 14-year-olds, which in the West, for you Leafs fans, that's their WHL draft. So it's the most important year for players because the next year we're going to lose the Western League. And in Ontario, your draft year is the 15-year-old year going to OHL. So we draft 1 year earlier. And I actually have to get goaltenders. I suggest to goaltending parents that they should have sports psychology. It's such a mental, they can lose it so fast. Very, very different. Gross as that sounds, I've got a pretty good connection with a few great sports therapists, psychologists for hockey, and they'll work with my goal. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, James, you're right. Most in between years. Jacob Trouba, that guy was a post turtle here in Winnipeg. He knew how to play. He's a very good defenseman. He's worth $8 million. Fine. He's big. He's a body. He knows how to go up and down the right side and do 3 things, and that's it. But his 3 things that he knows how to do as well, he can't adjust. So there is a world where talent will take over, but yeah, he's got nothing. Okay, so Leafs, you were able to correctly spell out Igor. I can't even say his last name, and Kirill. But I think you're talking about the Calder, right? Thanks, Roland. I appreciate it, buddy. You can keep it small today. I'm having a lot of fun chatting with all of you. Good hockey intelligent people here. So Campbell is either Hammond year 1. Totally agree. He could be. Or he could absolutely be legendary and he could be coming into his own. Way too old. Way too old. Way too new with the Leafs for me to be able to make that call. And I think everybody. As fun as it is to poke fun at Jack, I can't argue. There's nothing I can say. He wins. Just like Hasek. I got to actually be in the I was in the dressing room for the Blackhawks. They were visiting team with their 5 or 6. Found it. I have a little box in. I actually have an autograph of Thomas Cassidy when he played for the Blackhawks. Talking to Chris Chelios. Come, and I said, hi sir, can I have an autograph? Yeah, for sure. He was super nice. See that goalie over there? He doesn't speak English. You want his autograph? Trust me. So I walked over to Hashik and I said, hey, can I get your autograph? Didn't speak a lick of English. Had no idea what he was saying. He scribbled a name on a paper. And I actually found it 12 years later and forgot about that story. I got Dominator before he was the Dominator. And Chelios called it. No, no, I don't want Anderson. Hellebuck is the best goalie in my eyes. Vasilevsky's very good too. But right now it is. Problem with Hellebuck right now. Hellebuck has a bit of a head case in terms of ego. So, I don't know if you ever watched Jets game, but he stares into the camera. He's got a real chip on his shoulder, and that's fine. But I think he, when his mental state gets out of it, gets too cocky, he loses it. And worse, I think he thinks he can carry the team, which is great. You want that in a goalie, but I don't think he gives himself enough break for the fact that our score is so dog shit. That it's nasty. It does. I also think Hellebuck's hurt right now. Not just, I actually saw him get hurt about 5 games ago. I don't know why, but it reminds me of Flyers kept playing Carter Hart. No goalies want to play. Hellebuck want to play, but Carter Hart ended up sitting up 3 months because Hellebuck looks off. Something wrong. I don't have a high hope for playoffs. Wouldn't be the first time you see a goalie come into his own at 30 years. How old's Binnington right? 27. Okay, so he came into his own 25. That's fine. That wasn't too old. I thought he was older. James, who was the last goalie you can remember that came into his own at about 30? Was it Dubnyk? Maybe Dubnyk? Imagine a Jets third line of Foligno, Lowry, and Kopp. Yeah. Foligno's a good player. I've always liked Nick. I think he was great. I also love how people like. So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm sitting with my guys, we always like to say the name the way they're spelled out. So we used to call Buff by Fuglian all the time. So when you hear me say things like Fogliano, Nylander, it's just natural speak between me and my buddy. We just like to do that. Just find it funny. So he'll always be Fogliano to me. Tim Thomas. Yeah, that's true. But did Tim Thomas come into his own, or did he just get hot in front of a Bruins for a couple years? Got a little bit lucky. Fuck. Good. Oh, that was a big takeaway by Scheifele. Like, that was huge. I don't know if it really mattered. I just want to write. I want the fundamentals. Bishop, maybe Ben Bishop took a little bit of time. Someone want to look that up? Let me know what year Ben Bishop had his breakout year. I do think you're right. I think he took a little bit of while. Lehner, the Robin is. I'm still out on whether he's good or whether he's just in Vegas. Like, I really think Vegas screwed up that situation with Tim Fleury. I think I really do. When you have a goalie like Fleury, you got to see what the Pittsburgh Penguins do to him. You don't piss him off. Just play your guy. Oh, he's your guy. He was your franchise starter. I mean, if the Vegas Golden Knights would have won the cup with Robin, then sure, but they didn't. So I don't think it was worth it. I would. Guys, you played Lehner or Fleury? Yeah, he had a 2 to 3 season heater. That's for sure. I mean, he won a cup, but have you seen a goalie ever in the modern era be one knee down kick save out. Hot man used to do that all the time. Kick out left, one drop, windmill save. See you later, Leafs. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it, buddy. That was the Brodeur special. Feels like Brodeur played what I think he might have played through 3 generations, adjusted his goaltending style 3 different times. He really was time. Where'd you play, James? What level did you play at? You guys have a vicious AAA program. It is tough, cutthroat. I had to learn my goaltending. You think you'd pay attention? I had hockey, of course, spent tons. It's a small player. Try to pick it up. I do it all for free. Career house league. You know what? That's hard to like knock. Toronto, so hard to take hockey. I would love to take a camera, come to Toronto, and start watching some AAA, chat with some of the parents, interviews like that. It's the fact that kids traded teams are made early. It's a whole nother level compared to Winnipeg has some good there growing up here. I had a small patch there. The GTA trip program, AA program. How about you, TBC? Did you play puck? I just played beer. Good. Back. No, nothing. Yeah, the money thing was really hard. So Winnipeg just probably a couple of years ago caught up. It's really unfortunate. Break apart. Wired 30 to $1,000 prep. That's AAA was expensive. Now we're at 30 prep. Did you play any other sports, James? No, rope-a-dope is never a legit coaching tactic. No, you want to be heating up going into the playoffs. So if you remember the St. Louis run, St. Louis didn't rope-a-dope anybody when they won the cup. St. Louis had statistically one of the best ever January forward. And if you take a look at their advanced pick, here they won the cup in September and January. Their record didn't. That's efficient. Losing the way they were losing, spinning up, bought at the right. Bob got a cup. I don't. Something broken. Calgary and Winnipeg. What? Some people in Winnipeg, Reese, coach, dealer in leadership. Some other guys, together. We have too talented of a right up the cap. Very similar to Calgary. Both have a lot of not the Leafs. A lot of that Foligno edition. Did not find both. 1-1. See, the Jets do this a lot. Like, too many passes back and forth. Way too many. 2-on-1, nobody gets a shot. Baseball was fun. I like baseball. So I played hockey, football, lacrosse, golf. Those were mine. I played baseball. Yeah, I played lacrosse in the summer. A couple Canada games there. That's not as impressive. Jacoby. Yeah, I do. I can absolutely get a Discord. I think we've got about 10 guys in there. So if any of you want to jump into the Discord, what's up, Justin Picard? My audio keeps cutting out. Anybody else getting that problem? Let me turn that up. Maybe it is now. I have a noise gate on it. So you let me know, Justin, if that's better. I'll just turn up the gain a bit. Jake's link doesn't work. Try that. How's that now, James? Is that better? Just let me know if the audio ever cuts out. If I clip too, let me know, because I turned it up a little bit. So if I start clipping or get distorted, that means my gain's too high. Jacoby, let me know if that works, man. So Justin, welcome. Who's your team, my man? Yeah, okay, that's good. It's probably my noise gate. I don't want you guys hearing any fans spinning in that, so I usually turn up a noise gate pretty aggressively. All right, he's in. If any of you guys want to join that Discord, you can. So it's just slowly growing. Like if you're obsessed with puck and you want to chat, I just want to create a Discord group for be able to yak. One of these days, I won't be able to answer every comment. Right now, I'm doing pretty good, though. I think I've got almost all of them on YouTube, so. You guys can also meet the two guys. We're running a podcast, the Winnipeg Jets podcast. They're two younger guys. They're pretty smart, pretty passionate. They're in the group there. They have their own channels, too. A little bit of a different take. I'm a little bit older, like I'm 34. I turn 35 soon, so I've got just a different perspective, I think, on the way I deliver things. But these guys are good. My buddy Zach is a very passionate, over-the-top Jets fan, and I enjoy the rawness of his videos. And my buddy Jake has a very strong analytical mind for the game. But again, he's all Jets. These guys are all Jets. Somebody mentioned the hockey guy. I want to be very similar in the sense that I want to cover the NHL as a whole. I'll probably spend most of my time focusing on Canadian teams because that's just where my heart lies. If the Jets get eliminated, I'm going to be cheering for the Leafs. And if the Leafs get eliminated, I'll go for the Oilers. I hate the Oilers, though. Like, I really do, but I'll still go for them. How about you guys? Would you cheer for the Jets if the Leafs were out, or the Oilers if the Leafs were out? That's a dust shot from the point. Pure dust. There's no angle on that. Winnipeg does give up a lot of shots, though, guys. Like 20 shots already, even to the Canucks. Like we give up way too many, in my opinion. How do you feel we're screwed, Roland? This will be a goal. You can just feel this. Yep. Almost. Didn't get that shot off, though. It was a really nice wraparound play out to the middle. That's offside. Dust. Roland, how are we screwed, my man? You haven't told me yet. Look at this again. So we still have 3 guys down low. Now we got 2 down low. That's fine, I guess. I'd rather have 1. Make that a nice 3-on-3. Yes, hello, dog. If rope-a-dope isn't a thing? Yeah, okay, then we're screwed. I totally agree, bro. Where are you at on the game? Where's your feed at? I'm at 11:06 in the second right now, Roland. You said you were delayed. Hey, I think we just got a sub. That's pretty cool. Look at this. 2 subs. Look at us growing. Nick from the 6. Okay, so you're 20 seconds behind me. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Banana. What's going on? How are you? I saw you join the Discord. All right, we're going to the power play here, though, Roland. I'm going to ruin that for you, though. Banana, you're a Jets fan. Are you a Winnipegger too? It came from Jake's stream, I know. That's a good idea, Roland. I never thought of that. I hope they do. I really hope they do. That would be an excellent look. If they don't, I'm almost going to be disappointed now that you told me. I never would have even thought of it till you said it. So now I'm fired up. Oof. Power play. No, I love that you joined Banana. It's great. Anybody can jump in. I'm in St. Vital. Where are you at, my man? I'm by the mall. No, I know you're from Jake's stream. I mean, where in Winnipeg, my dude? What's your hood? Ah, Saint B. Bonjour. I'm from the other French hood, Saint Patel. I don't speak French, though. I understand it, but I don't speak it. So I like when Habs fans trash talk me in French because I know exactly what they're saying. Just wanted to jump on over here, Banana. You got a name, or do you just prefer Banana? This power play has been tough. Tough. Power play 2 is just, they're okay. They're okay. That's the best I can say. Nice. Yeah, Banana, Trans, it's all good. Let's take a look. I wanted to have the Oilers Habs game on as well, but it won't let me do it. I'm blacked out. I'm not allowed to see it. It looks like it's fire though right now. Like it legit looks fire. 2-2. Habs are quite good at keeping McDavid in check. Is he playing right now, James? Do you know that? I needed a little refresh there. I'd sit McDavid, but he wants the points. Yes! Freaking fourth line. Ah! It's a tie game for us right there. Of course, he has 101. What do you think he finishes with? How many points for McDavid? I got him at 105. I think 105. Yeah, I like Spongy Roland. It's a really, really good game. I like it a lot better than Ball and than Floor. That's for sure. I've never been able to be on a team permanently though. So up until COVID hit, I've spent the last 10 years of my life coaching. So that's where the Coach Ryan D moniker comes from. So I work with a couple of the AAA teams around the city, Team Manitoba. I've done skills with Hockey Canada, skating coach for a lot of high-end guys. I love doing the grassroots 6-year-olds when I get a chance, but I spend a lot of time between age 13 and 16, the AAA and prep boys. A little bit of time with the dub guys. And I've got a couple players actually going into the NFL draft this year. Carson Lambos, Connor Roulette were I coached both those kids. They're fantastic. Lambos fell due to injury this year, but he should go 101. He should have gone 101, but he'll fall. So maybe Winnipeg can snipe him. He'll be like Petrangelo. He'll fall down the board, but people are going to regret putting Lambos down the board. And Connor Roulette should be a low first to mid first round pick, I believe. Kid can score. He's freaking good. So if you guys are into drafts, look for Roulette off the Seattle Thunderbirds. Look for Lambos off the Winnipeg Ice. They're awesome. Yeah, McDavid should sit. Matthews should sit. I'm definitely going to be streaming the Leafs Jets game. There's no doubt about that because I have way too many Leafs fans to not want to hang out with you guys during that game. But I don't know if it's going to be as good as we were hoping. I would have rather seen a battle for first. It's too bad the Jets had to just duck out. So Roland, you big spongy guy? Let's see. We're gonna pull this game up here. James Neal's got quite the shot still, though. He has quite the shot. Slow, though. Look at that shooting zone, though, by Edmonton. You can see here all that work done by Nurse on the top right side. Guy's good. A bad angle goal there for Montreal. Montreal's generating a lot of chances inside the house. You can see that left side, Winnipeg's just hammering. Josh Morrissey leading our time on ice. That's what I like to see, at least. MFD Crow, hey! What is going on, my man? We've been checking out this Jets game back and forth on the Habs Edmonton game, but unfortunately, because I'm in Winnipeg, it's all blocked out. Joe! All right, he's here, my buddy. My favorite commenter. Actually, you're all pretty good, but Joe gets real fired up. Love it. How you guys doing? Welcome. Thanks for joining. We've been yakking about Campbell all night. Kyle, hey buddy, what's going on, my guy? Welcome. Everyone just dog piles in at the same time. I love it. We got James rolling with us. We only got 2 Jets fans here, me and Roland. I think Banana's in here too. I think he's still in here. Let's see. I think he peaced, but that's okay. Passion, my friend. Okay, so I thought that was a tattoo, Joe, on the back of your head. And then upon further inspection, it's your hair. That's still passionate though. Like you, I don't know. Like, this isn't a choice. It's just what it is. I don't know if you're there with me. Kyle, what's going on today? I'm mortified. You got to tell me what's going on. Hey, that's great. Thank you so much. I'm glad you recently found it and you enjoy it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like, I cannot tell you guys how much fun this has been. So I've been coaching for the last 10 years of my life. I spend about 2,500, 3,000 hours a year with hockey players, about 13 to 16-year-olds, all in the CHL. So we have the WHL out here, you have the O, or one step below trying to get to it, as well as with the provincial team. So it takes up a lot of time. And then COVID hit, I had nothing to do. So I decided to start a YouTube channel. And you guys have been awesome. Thank you for being super nice. I knew nothing about editing, photo software, audio, like literally none of it. I have picked all this up in 3 months because I just wanted to talk hockey. So I love having all you guys here. It's been super positive. And I'm glad you guys are good humored Leafs fans. You get it. I'm used to outnumbering other fan bases. So who's bigger, Leafs fans or the Habs? Thanks, Kyle. I really appreciate that. Rich! Everybody's coming! What is going on, Rich? How you doing? Yeah, I think the Leafs too, mortified. I think they have the biggest fan base for sure. For sure. Here, let's check on this Habs game here. Still looks like it's 3-3. We got Lowry versus Horvat in a face-off circle. Hey, is the Winnipeg game blacked out for you guys in Toronto? Habs and Oilers are blacked out for me right now. Zach, Habs fans are everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Rich, I'm glad you're doing great. I love your comments. I couldn't agree with you more, my guy. Like, so many times I'm with you, especially with the salary cap. So Rich, if you guys haven't read his comments, thinks that the Canadian teams struggle to win cups because of the tax implications up here. I find it really hard to argue. Once he got me onto that bone, as you will, I couldn't stop. I think he's bang on with it. The Leafs have so many bandwagoners, Kyle. They do. Okay, so you have, if I had to quantify it, I'm guessing the Leafs have 10 to 12 million fans. That's my Google search ability of the Leafs fan base. So if you got 10 to 12 million fans, like, and this is just the GTA area, like, I think 2 to 3 million of them are like hardcore, like diehard, everybody in the family is a Leafs fan. I think about 4 to 5 million of them, when I call them corporate fans, they kind of are. Like, they just go to the games to hang out with their buddies from the other offices because they're lawyers or whatever and get tickets. And then the other third are people that pull out the jersey when the Leafs start doing good. And the Jets have them too. Everybody has them. Yeah, James, I think Rich has a point. He showed me the tax implications of John Tavares' $15 million deal this year. He's only taken home $7 million. That's harsh. So I think the solution that we thought of, and I'm not taking Rich's idea, this is Rich, I think the cap should be after tax money. I think they should change it. Dubois' super short shifts, Roland. I have noticed it, and I think that Maurice has been managing him simply because he feels panicked to score, and Doobie hasn't been scoring. So I think he's really trying to get out his big number one line. I think that's wrong. He shouldn't be doing it, but I think he's there. More true Habs fans? Maybe. How much more tax is it though? Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that tax thing. So after tax income in Tampa Bay. All right. Let's check this out. We can do this together. Let's say you make $15 million in Tampa Bay. Okay, fine. Maximum value is $10 million. So there you go. That's your average. So there you go. You're going to take home $6 million if you live in Florida. So then let's go Toronto income tax. Ontario. So let's make $10 million a year in Ontario. So there you go, Joe. So you can see if you're making $10 million Canadian in Florida, you're taking home $6 million. Like, it doesn't matter what the conversion ends up being, to be honest, because they get paid in American dollars, believe it or not. So when it says 15 million, it's all in American. So we just have to look at the percentage of the rates and assume we're looking at 10 million both ways. So you take home $6 million versus 4.5. That's huge. It's huge. The Rich is onto it. Not a goal though. No goal rule. Sorry, my man. I mean, you're onto it. You might have a spending thing going, but it's tough. So that's a good reason why Canadian teams are struggling to compete for the cup. Don't worry, Roland. We're going to put one in here. I'm a little ahead of you, but we got 29 seconds. We're on the rush. Leafs fans will be with you in a sec. We just got to see what happens here. We got 15. Out. Dang. Good dump in, Ville. Yeah, no, it makes a huge difference. McDavid's got the dub, does he? Of course he does. Of course it's a breakaway. And of course it's Connor McDavid with the OT winner. Like, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? That guy, he's broken. Just I love him though. Me and Roland been talking about this. Like, the Oilers ruin our ability to watch McDavid because as Jets fans, Roland and I, like, we just can't stand the Oilers, like, at all. Oilers fans are fine, but the Oilers hockey team, 30 years of beating up the Jets. So it's tough. Yeah, Joe, I didn't expect that either. I really didn't. That's a big deal. So that's hard to attract free agents. I mean, if I got to tell you, you got to pick, and I got to say you make $1 million, $1 to $2 million less, would you go to Toronto or Montreal or Winnipeg? I'm with you, Rich. I think McDavid is farther ahead than his peers, but I do agree that with our back and forth that Matthews is way closer than people think. And there may be a time during this period of the next 2 or 3 years where Matthews could overtake him for a year or two, because his goal scoring is unprecedented. So it's very cool that we are in the league's most unprecedented goal scorer in Matthews, and the league's just most broken best all-around player in McDavid. It's amazing. You'd go to Toronto if they'd pay you 3/4 of your salary up front. Yep. Why? How did you keep that out of the net? Darn. Like, Jets are all over him here. We've outshot him like 12-3 this period, and that's really weird for the Jets because we usually have a bad second, but we got him trapped right now. Yep! Short side missed. Yeah, that's going to be the period. Upfront monies! Yep, you're right, James. There is a huge amount of endorsements you can get as a Leaf. You're right, and they're probably selling that all day when they're signing a deal. I wouldn't be surprised if Toronto has a whole bunch of deals lined up. Darcy Tucker is still banking money. Joey Hill, what's going on, man? All the All-Stars are here. Time is it there? It's 9:38 in Toronto world. Are all the Leafs fans here from Toronto and the GTA? Or just outside the GTA, one of the suburbs not currently considered part of the GTA, but the amalgamation of Southern Ontario? Stay out of the net. The internet says Toronto is the biggest fan base backed up by salaries and followers. I'll believe that. Then the Habs and the Blackhawks. Yeah, I'd believe that. Norfolk, Virginia. Really? You're American. Are you Canadian living in America or just American who's a Leafs fan? EJJS, go Oilers. Big dub tonight, buddy. Hassam, what's going on, my man? GTA, thanks for jumping in the chat, Hassam. Yeah, the GTA just keeps getting bigger. So I freaking love the GTA, guys. I am so happy every time I get off the train at Union Station. You lived in Toronto, okay. Burlington. So I played lacrosse in Burlington for a little while. Same with Orangeville. I would go down there and get my butt kicked by the sheer amazing lacrosse players that come out of Ontario. I don't know if you guys know, but you're a huge hotbed for that. I was American living in Toronto for 6 years, kid then in Ireland. So you're well traveled. Are you military then, Joe? Is that why? Military family or military there? Always read what you read on the internet. I believe everything I read on the internet, Joe. Yeah, right. I'm from Mississauga, but I live in Edmonton right now. Okay, James, tell me about Edmonton. What do you think about the oil workers and everything up there? It's an interesting blue-collar town. I got a lot of family up there. Tell me about Edmonton. Yeah, mom and dad were in the State Department. There it is. I knew it, Joe. State Department, military, all made sense for moving. I hope the Jets get third. I would rather the Oilers play anyone but the Habs. I want the Oilers to play the Habs. I know why you don't want to play them. I don't want to play the Oilers. Me and Roland don't want to play the Oilers. I really don't want to play the Oilers. Like, not funny. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, guys. Like, I just don't want to do it. So, Joe, what do you do then, man? Are you State Department? Are you military? So, for everybody's catching up, we talked a little bit earlier. I gave my predictions. I've got the Leafs at 80%. Sorry to my Oilers guys, but I got the Leafs at 80% to win the conference. I got the Oilers at 15%. I got the Jets at 5%. These are just made up numbers in my head based on how I think they're doing. I think the Oilers can actually win the Stanley Cup, though. They do. People get way too down on the fact that they only have 4 players, but they're the right 4 players. McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse, and Barrie. They're legit. Data developer. That's excellent. So what do you code in then? I know of data scientists and data engineers. I haven't heard the term data developer, though. EJJS, I can't disagree that the Oilers couldn't take the Leafs in round 2. I still like the Leafs better, and we all know I'm not a Leafs guy. I'm also not an Oilers guy, so I think I'm really impartial here, because like if the Jets are out, I'm still cheering for a Canadian team. Like, I'm not going down into the States, so if they're out, I'll cheer for whoever wins in our division up here, but I got the Leafs. I do think the Oilers can win it, though. I know it sounds like a cop-out, but I mean, anytime you have McJesus, you can win anything. Are the Jets tanking to play TO on the road? Yeah. Derek, welcome. Nice to see you. I'd rather the Jets play the Leafs, to be frank. I would much rather play the Leafs, and I'd much rather the Habs play the Oilers. EJJS doesn't want that, but I want the Habs playing the Oilers. I want nothing to do with the Oilers. Joe, city boy, sitting on an acre outside of town, landed in Barrie for work reasons. So you're an IT guy. That's cool. Retire systems admin. I picked up all this IT stuff, this YouTube streaming stuff. Like, I had no idea what I was doing until like maybe 4 weeks ago, guys. Like, when I started this channel, I had no idea. I've never done Premiere Pro, Adobe, Photoshop. I've never mixed music before, and like, I'm just self-teaching all this. So, data scientist without all the titles. Importing data into databases, that's excellent. I love working with my data scientists at work. The Leafs want the Jets too, I'm thinking. That's a good series. Leafs-Jets is going to be well watched. That's going to be a very good watch series. You don't want to play McElbow? I don't want to play McDavid. I don't. I'm tired of him destroying us. You run your Discord. Yes, I do run my Discord. Here, did you jump into it? I'll drop an invite here if you want to jump in. So what I'm hoping for the Discord team, like if you're having fun chatting for this, I'm just hoping to build up a bunch of hockey related people into there. When I'm tired of talking, then you guys can chat. I'm definitely going to keep that Discord. I'm going to keep it clean though, in the sense that like you can. Got a DM here, Joe. I don't see it. Here. See, Joe? I don't see a DM, Joe. Can I go to the group? Oh, maybe you just... There he is. Yeah, I see it now. I got you. Nice. Welcome. Mortified. Join it up. Hang out in the Discord. But yeah, the big key with the Discord is I've got a couple buddies there that are admins. I love talking hockey and I love chirping. I definitely just want to make sure I keep out any cancers. You know, I don't like I bug the Leafs on stream. Like, it's funny. But I got a lot of respect for Leafs fans. I really do. It's just hockey banter. But I don't want anybody coming with that garbage of, I hate you, or, you know, your mother this or whatever. I don't like that. So the hockey kid, what's up, man? Found you a week ago, saw one of your Leafs videos, said to myself, here's another Leafs trash talker. But you said some positive things, so I respect that. You're in a room full of Leafs fans, my guy. You got to have a great sense of humor to be able to rock with me. I'm telling you. When you have a last name like mine and you've grown up playing hockey, you just, like, this is all you hear, and you got to get some real witty comebacks to play. So, that video where you brought the Simpsons, he's already dead video. I don't know if you guys like I hope you all get some of my age humor, because like the Simpsons, Seinfeld, that's my freaking wheelhouse. Yeah, exactly, Joe. You get it. Chat. See you later, Rich. Thanks for chatting in. I really appreciate it. Hey, don't forget, we're gonna stream the Leafs Jets on Friday, so I hope you're there. That'll obviously be a big one. Noop. Hey, yes, it is live. You're backing up me and Roland, who are the only Jets guys here. We're here with a couple bandwagon Leafs fans. They're not bandwagon Leafs fans. They're all diehards. They're good guys. They're good guys. There he is. We even got an American Leafs fan who spent some time in Toronto. Shirt tuckers. You guys watch Letterkenny? That is one of my favorites. Tony's my dad, guys. Say hi. It's Coach Tony. Coach T. Hot take, Sandin is greater than Caulfield. No. I'm sorry, I can't. Sandin is like Sami Niku is for the Jets. He's a good 5'6" defenseman. He's got a lot of offensive talent. I think Sandin needs 2 years of seasoning, and then he becomes a 3-4. So he'll be a good defenseman for you. But I actually think Caulfield's going to be an elite scorer. Playoffs start Saturday. Okay, so they said the 19th. So I think the playoffs are going to start the 20th or the 21st. Where do you get Saturday? Totally not biased. What's the quote from, Joe? Oh, it's a Letterkenny one. Sorry. I'm half what is going on with your treasure tale, Big Shoots? Oh man, that was good. You know what, hockey kid? I gotta respect anybody from a city. You're from Toronto, you should be a Leafs fan. You should be. If I moved to Toronto full time, yes, I would be a Jets fan, but I would cheer for the Leafs. I see no fun. It's not fun living in a city and cheering against the team you're from. Like, there's Boston fans in Toronto. I don't understand it. That just seems anarchist. Like, I want to go to the bar and I want to high five everybody and be like, just having a good time when my team wins. That's why I said on my betting video, if you got a home team in the race, you bet your home team. Just stick with your team. I'm a big fan of that. Like, I don't want to go up river, if you will. Yeah, homerism is cool, man. Like, you get it. So yeah, it's a hockey kid. It's okay. Be a Leafs fan. Own it. You got the East Coast down there. Yeah, that's do they get fans? How's that work? Like, we have the AHL here in Winnipeg too, and it's just cheap. Yeah, but you still cheer for the Jets over the Bruins. You're a Bruins guy, but you still cheer for the Jets over them. Caps fans. I was a Caps fan when the Jets were gone. Oh, he's pretty cool. Hot take, Cole Perfetti is better than Caulfield. I agree. I think he's going to be. I think Caulfield got called up earlier than Perfetti because there's no room on the Jets for Perfetti. But they have Perfetti ranked as the 4th player. Greg Button has him ranked as the 4th best player out of that draft class right now. So he's still got Lafreniere. Stutzel. Jimmy is still there. Caulfield's up there, though. Yes, I did have a Sergei Gonchar jersey. I also had a Peter Bondra jersey. Yeah, he had the AHL, won the Calder, then it moved away. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, going to any game is fun. Any game is fun. Any sports game is fun. I'll go to professional cheerleading. I don't care. There's beer, I'm in. That's okay. You don't have to know anything about the Jets, EJJS. Nothing to be sorry about, man. I know enough about the Oilers. I can keep you up. See you later, James. Thanks for hanging out, man. It was a really good 2 hours. I'll see you Friday, buddy. Yeah, Joe, we're the same. If the Jets are out, I'll probably go for the Leafs, the Oilers. I won't love it, but I'll go for them. It's about time. I'd like to see a cup come back up here. I'm tired of the Carolinas of the worlds and Tampa Bays and Ducks. I'm tired of them. Except the Habs, one has to draw the line somewhere. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I only recognize 6 Canadian teams. I do recognize the Habs. Canada has 6 teams. I don't know if you noticed the team I don't recognize. You got to see Gibber and Freddie, yeah. Yeah, it's cool when you get to see the guys in the minors and they get to move up. Yeah, you got it, Joe. They don't exist. The team we shall not mention. Should Maurice be replaced by Pascal? Maurice should be replaced by anybody. I'm done. I'm out on Maurice. There was a Leafs fan who commented on one of my streams and he said, the toughest thing about Maurice is he will pontificate to the media. His words, not mine, but I agree. He'll sound really nice to the media. He's a very likable guy. I've met him in person. He is so genuine, and his wife is a fantastic lady. They take pictures with all the kids. He takes time with all the kids. He shakes everyone's hand. But something's going on in the Jets world, and maybe it's Maurice, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know at this point if it's Chevy, if it's Maurice, if it's the leadership, but something in Winnipeg and Calgary, both teams, is rotten. They're too talented to be doing what they're doing. Both teams. No, I recognize Calgary. I recognize Ottawa's a city. I know Ottawa's a city. Do I think Maurice has been undermined? So, me and my dad talk about this all the time. Maurice likes to play veterans and doesn't want to coach his 4th line and his 3rd pairing D. And Chevy has done an excellent job at bringing in these youthful players, but Maurice isn't playing them, and then they end up out the building. The problem is, though, is that if he's not going to play them, Cheveldayoff never trades them, so there is a disconnect in my eyes between Cheveldayoff and Maurice, and I don't know what it is, but their styles aren't clashing in our opinion, and I think he's got to go. Roland, I met Thomas Steen at a golf tournament and asked about his crazy stick handles. He said it was called Stirring the Meatballs. Thomas Steen's a really nice guy. He's really nice. So Thomas still lives in Winnipeg, Leafs fans. He's a counselor here. He takes all the time in the world to talk to people. Steen is excellent. Great representative for Winnipeg. The hockey kid. The Leafs will win the cup this year. Jesse Pollock. You know what? I think the Leafs have a chance. I'm not hating on anything, but if I had to pick a cup favorite right now, guys, I'm probably going to pick Colorado. I don't think they have a weakness. I think Colorado is deep as deep can be. But the problem is, I haven't seen Colorado. We haven't seen Toronto. We haven't seen Florida or Tampa Bay play against anybody. So I don't know. The Leafs could definitely be it. Bye, EJS. Glad you could be here too. I really, really appreciate it, man. Yeah, Babcock's interesting. I really believed in Mike Babcock until the crap came out about him. And then when you think about it, it's kind of embarrassing. He clearly doesn't know how to have conversations with young players. And I think that's the key to any good coach in the NHL these days. You can't tell these young guys it's my way or the highway, or you got to play defense first, because you got to play your kids and you got to play them quick. Chicago proved that. Chicago had their kids in the lineup year for year, and they won 3 cups doing it. So you have to get your kids up to speed fast, but you need a coach that can communicate well with them while keeping them honest. And I don't think Babcock can do that. The Mortified's got the Jets making it to round 2, injuring McDavid. The Jets do have better depth, way better depth, but McDavid. Yeah, I really think people are sleeping on Florida because Coach Q is amazing. Coach Q can really make a team. Is something rotten in Winnipeg having an Oiler coaching D? Yeah, maybe. How do you feel, Roland, about having Lowry's dad as a coach? It's kind of interesting, eh? You make the NHL and your dad's still your coach. The Wild are the Knights' weakness. Okay, I'm going to look into that, Mortified. I'm going to look into that. I don't have the Wild going anywhere. Like, I think the Wild are dust, but you may be onto something. So I got to look into that deeper. Why do you think that is? Is it something about the depth? Is it the system? What's going on with the Wild that the Knights can't beat them? Yeah, the mindset of the kids, Joe, it has changed over the years. You need to be able to adapt or be left behind. And that goes for both. It's not just the kids, but it's the people leaving the kids. I think the kids are missing a lot of communication skills this year, and that's a problem. Yeah, Carolina is a fun team. I don't think they're going past round 2. Next year, though. Next year, I'm all in on Carolina. I think they need some time to settle. McDavid wins it in overtime. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm with you. Give Dave Lowry the coach. Would you take Dave Lowry, though, Roland, or would you take Gerard Gallant? Tell me who you're going to take. I'm just going to grab some water. Don't run away. All right, we're back. Canes are winning the cup this year. Okay, smash them. Derek wants Gerard Gallant. I want Gallant too. I really do want Gallant. Roland wants Gerard. Yeah, everyone wants Gerard. I'm with you. The problem is Winnipeg is so close-knit when they chat that you don't know if Chevy's actually upset or annoyed with Maurice or not. And what's also interesting in Winnipeg is Chevy's our only GM ever, right? He's never been replaced. So is it Maurice? Is it Chevy? I mean, we haven't had enough enough time to change cogs in the wheel. We had Claude Noel, who was a terrible coach, just awful. So Maurice was a huge upgrade from him, but if we can get Gerard, that'd be great. Here we go. Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. They're not learning. Society as a whole isn't learning from mistakes or growing. We're sticking to our guns. It doesn't matter what guns you choose. It just I don't know why we're so afraid to adapt or learn. But on the plus side here, Winnipeg is really running show right now. Like we were talking about a rope-a-dope. Is Winnipeg playing a rope-a-dope here? But they finally decided to play hockey halfway through the second, and right now they're looking strong. Yeah, completely. Those college professors that look 50 and are actually 80. I don't know how the Jets aren't scoring here. Yeah, I don't know what, Derek, I'm with you. I don't know what's going on with Heinola. Like, if I had to guess, if you look at the first goal that went in the Jets, it was the Heinola turnover because of the drop at the blue line. Something tells me Maurice gets highly annoyed with plays like that and doesn't want to take time to correct them. But we were saying earlier in the stream that had he been playing Heinola from the beginning and he got his extra 35 games that he should have gotten this year, he could have learned to take that out of the game. But the creativity that young kids have and that play that Heinola makes, it's not the right play to make, but he has to make it and make that mistake to learn, and doing it this close to the playoffs is wrong. So Maurice should have had him in the lineup all year and should have been patient with him. But I don't know. He didn't want to help him out. Yeah. Absolutely. It's funny, this screen over here, Mortified, is showing the game on mine. It's really cool how they won't let you live stream it so you don't get in trouble. It's really hard though too, guys. I really like doing breakdowns and showing stills for you, but I can't do clips. You can't do clips for some reason. YouTube just yells at me. The NHL yells at me, and I don't want that. So, what do you guys think of the stills? Are they better than nothing, or should I just talk? Because I can't show the motion clips. Maurice did ruin a lot of fins. Our lack of goals would have been well helped by Line A. Yeah, you love the breakdowns? That's good. Are they okay, though, with the stills, though, Derek? Like, I hate that I have to use stills. It's hard to picture. Yeah, they're okay? Okay, I'll keep them then. As long as they're better than nothing, I'll keep them. Yo, Luke! What's going on, man? Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it. I loves. Okay, good. If you guys like them, I'll keep doing them. I'm learning here, so anytime you guys see something that I like, that you like, tell me, because I'll keep doing it, and if you don't like it, just tell me. It helps. I'm figuring this out as well as you are. Same with the style of my videos, my content, what I say, how I say it, humor, not humor, serious, not serious. Like, all you guys are seeing right now is me turned up to 11. Every one of my videos is just my personality, not a clay motion. Fuck you, Roland. Oh, man. All right. I wish I could pin that. That was amazing. Lisandro. What's going on? What's going on? Roland, you win it of the year. You want me to clay motion everything. Oh, man, that would take a long time. Yeah, I believe the Jets can win. I'm probably the only one, though. And I'm giving them a 5% chance, Liz. 5%. That's it. I'm giving the Oilers 15, and I'm giving the Leafs 80. I'm giving the Habs 0. Derek, man, I'm going to tell you guys, anyone that wants to make clay motion stills and mail them to me, I will use them in a video. Did you guys get Postman Pat? Postman Pat and his black and white cat as a kid? That was clay motion. Yeah, the Flames, Luke, we were talking about them. The Flames and the Jets there's something rotten. The Flames had a very, very good team. They shouldn't have fallen apart like they did. Daryl Sutter's not their savior, so I'd wholesale all the Flames. I'd trade every player at this point, with the exception of Kachuk. I'd keep Kachuk, but even Monahan and Gaudreau, I'd get out of there. I like them both, but something's going on in Calgary. I don't know what it is. Born in 05, you were the last guys I coached. So before COVID hit, I coached a team of AAA guys, all born in 05. They're now, like you, 15. They're going to miss their first WHL season, though, because of COVID, which is disappointing for them. Did you play hockey? So I think Columbus beat Tampa Bay, though, because frankly, Tampa had too much talent. I know that's a ridiculous thing to say. They had too much talent that wasn't playing together, and Tortorella actually coaches a very good system that can win a cup. The problem with Tortorella is that the GMs never get him the style of players he needs. Patrick Laine is not the guy you give to Tortorella. He needs a team of veterans that are tough, mentally tough, can take his crap, and they can win. So I think that's what happened. That's all right if you didn't play AAA Mortified. Not a big deal. Where did you play? AA House? Luke, where do you play, man? Hey, fun is the best way to play for. When I coach the high-end boys, we make sure to keep it fun. I don't let them get too serious. Hockey is for fun. Even the AAA boys, most of them aren't making the NHL. One or two will. It hurt to think that far back. Don't hurt yourself, Joe. 40 years ago. So that would make you, well, you said you were retired, right? Tom Wilson in clay motion. Oh, man, you can bring everything back. Now I'm going to have to find somebody to do so. Okay, I promise you, Derek and Roland, I promise you guys, when I hit 1,000 subscribers and I get a little bit of pennies from YouTube, the first thing I'll spend YouTube money on will be somebody to make a clay motion video, and I'll narrate it. All right? I will do that. You can hold me to it. Okay, so does Torts undermine the front office, Joe, or does Torts just actually say what everybody's thinking? Because, like, I think all of us can say when we're at work or hockey or whatever, hockey people are way too censored, and there's no way they all think like this. They don't go to work and go, yeah, we follow the team, da-da-da-da-da. They just don't do that. Mortified the clay motion fight video, please. I'll get someone to clay motion it. If I ever get to the level of a dangle or a hockey guy or something where this is my living, I'll do one video a week in clay motion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is with Torts. I hope Torts doesn't come to Winnipeg. I really hope he doesn't come here. That'd be funny for Dubois, though. Brady Tkachuk is a big toe. I'm glad you got it. My brother came up with that one. I died laughing when he said he looks like a human toe. He does. Yeah, you are probably right, Joe. I mean, it's tough to say how he treats them. Like, is he treating them bad, or are they being soft? I have to be in the room. You're probably right. Like, he probably is a bit of a dick, but at the end of the day, you're a millionaire and you want to win a cup. Like, if you follow him, you can win a cup. Yeah, I would love to see PLD's reaction if Torts came to the Jets. I would love it. Would absolutely adore it. Roland, though, we would take either Tkachuk on our team, though. Like Brady or Matthew, I would take them on the team. They're pieces of crap, but we would absolutely put them on the squad. Torts may be the same as Babcock. You may be right. Did you know Babcock's coaching the Saskatchewan Huskies, I think it is, the CIS university team? And he's getting like $1 million or something to do so, like a couple $100,000 a year, I think. PLD with Torts again. You know what? I kind of just want to see it for the troll. Like, it's not like I want to give up 4 years of the Jets with Tortorella, but for the troll, it would be pretty funny for 3 months. And then it would start getting depressing. I wonder if Stanley can put this one in for us. Like, the Jets, they've just been all over them for the last 6 minutes. All I have to do is fail a franchise. It's that easy. I don't know if Babcock learned from the experience. His punishment was to go to Saskatchewan, coach an easy program, and still make a lot of money. That's hardly punishment. This is really coming down to the nitty gritty here, gents. Like, there's 11 minutes left in this game. We've been all over them. They've gotten 5 shots in almost 30 minutes to nearly 20 for the Jets. And we still can't score. Like, the Jets, with all this offensive talent, can't score. And I don't know why it's such a problem. Like, defense is our problem for sure, but there's no reason the Winnipeg Jets shouldn't be putting up 4 goals a night. There's just no reason. Even without Ehlers. Yeah, he is a Saskatchewan boy. He's a farm boy. I hope, Roland. I really hope. It doesn't matter if we go to OT as long as we get the 2 points. Oh, Luke, I appreciate that. You know what, though? I'm brand new. Brand new. I appreciate that you think I'm criminally underrated. I put 120% into anything that I do. So I've spent a lot of time, Luke, building my knowledge base of what may or may not work here. So I really appreciate it. I spent a lot of time chatting with people that are big YouTube fans, YouTubers themselves, tons of videos on how to be successful. Frick! Hoglander again! Hold the door! Hodor! Brutal. Brutal. Off of Morrissey. Well, maybe we will be playing the Leafs round 1, boys. Okay, so back to this. I really appreciate that, guys. So what made me jump into YouTube, Ryan? Very, very similar. Like I said, I was coaching for about 10 years. So me, my dad, a bunch of people, good friends of mine, we coached hockey. I decided at 24 I didn't want to go to the bar anymore, and I was going to coach hockey because I just think kids weren't having fun. I didn't like it. So I took up a team that led into AAA, which led into provincial, which led into some Hockey Canada work, and I just got obsessed with it. But then my coaching career paused simply because I never played in the NHL. I have a lot of knowledge of this game. But when you want to go to the next level, which is the CHL, like the dub or the O, that's where money is made. You have to be an ex-NHLer for the most part to get an entry level into that. So the secondary way into those leagues is to coach in Junior A, which is like $10,000 a year. So that's too much. That's not enough for me to live on at 32 years old at the time. I'm 34 now. So I didn't want to make the jump to Junior A. And then I had to find something else to do. So I spent about 3,000 hours a year coaching, like no joke. It was a lot. and I figured, well, I really enjoy watching YouTube. COVID started. I just thought about what I wanted to talk about, and I'm just obsessed with sports in general. Hockey, the niche has seemed to take off for me on this channel, but I just love sports. So that's what got me into it. I had a friend that told me there's no way I could do it. So then out of spite, I started doing it. And you can see here, like, I don't do anything half-assed. I've got my Shure microphone. I'm trying to learn how to do my audio engineering a little bit better. My video recording, all the Adobe suites and everything. I've learned all this. I've probably put in now, I don't know, 700-800 hours at least over the course of 6 weeks. So I don't like to release dust. So it started off pretty good. So that's what got me into YouTube. Yeah, Derek, I'm trying to find my niche in hockey. So the hockey guy, I know a lot of you guys watch him. He's very good. He's well spoken. He's smart. Dangle's a little over the top and funny. I don't know if you guys are Don Cherry fans. There's some young guys here, but before Don went senile, I've obviously been a big Cherry fan. Here we go. Come on, Demko. Kate, sorry. No puppers for me. Brutal. So yeah, I'm just kind of blending a lot of the personalities that I liked growing up. Like, I like a lot of the off-quip humor of Colbert and The Simpsons and Conan O'Brien's writing style. Don Cherry, I was a huge fan of in the Rock'em Sock'em days. He got a little long in the tooth as he got older, but what Don said, I don't do politics on this channel. I don't want to talk about that stuff. It's no fun. It sucks what happened, but it is what it is. I understand why it happened. So I just try to take a little bit from everybody. So I have a good mind for this game, and I try to blend some humor with some seriousness. And then, as the Leafs fans have here seen, it's a little bit of troll. It's a little bit of trolling. People enjoy it. There's some people that get down my throat with it and they get really into it, and that's fine. All clicks are good clicks. Whether someone looks at me like they look at a heel in wrestling and they're a Leafs fan and they think, screw this guy, I'm going to watch him because I dislike him. That's as good as a view of someone that loves me. So I'm always in. Yeah, I like Don's podcast too, Derek. I still watch it. My hope, Joe, like I am trying. I'd be lying if I told you I don't shoot for the moon when I do things. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind being a third one day, but I know it takes time. Yeah, trolling's always in good fun. What's up, James? Hey, I live in Winnipeg too, my man. I'm out in St. Vital, grew up in NK. All clicks are good clicks, Joe. Overdrive's nice. It's good. So I don't know if you guys feel this, but I feel YouTube in particular is going to take off with sports. It hasn't even hit its maturity yet. YouTube will become to sports what Twitch is to gaming. I think it's too hard for the analysts on TSN and Rogers to be able to cover the game the way people want it covered. So yeah. Trains, you need my help? Jake's gone mad. Jake's passionate. He's passionate, my guy. So Jake, if you guys don't know, you'll see a podcast with me and Jake coming up on Friday. We alternate it. So he's passionate. North End boy that is now in Kelowna. You and my dad. My dad grew up on Bannerman. O-Dog, I love O-Dog. I really do like O-Dog. He's the best personality going on right now on TSN. Obviously, I like Mackenzie too. I mean, I like all of TSN. I hate that Sportsnet got the channel. He's turned into a Nux fan. Well, he does live in BC, Trains. You gotta remember, Trains, when you're watching Jake's a diehard Jets fan, but he's a Leafs. He's born and raised in BC. Leafs. Canucks are his team. Jets are his team too, but River Heights, nice. 100-year-old home, James. That's awesome, man. I love River Heights. It's a beautiful area. Let's see who Montreal is playing. That's a good question. Montreal. They got the Oilers next. Yeah, Oilers on Wednesday. I think they just have the Oilers, 1 game left. Riley. Montreal clinching a playoff spot with an OT loss is the most Montreal thing that ever happened. Welcome to the chat, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, Jets are playing Toronto on Friday, Joe. I'll be live streaming that one for all you guys. Michael, what's up, man? The phone is a stuff. Oh, you guys are funny. Yeah, the Jets are going to be playing an AHL team Friday, but your depth is so good that AHL team is still really, really good. Really good. In case you guys are interested, that's a Discord chat, so if you guys all like yakking with each other, you're not in on it, feel free to join. You'll probably win that because you're playing our taxi squad. I'd rather lose. Let's look this up. If we lose, can we go to 4th? Is this a thing? North. Okay, so we have 59 points. We lose tonight. We have 2 games left. No, we really can't go to 4th. Like, yeah, the Habs could win their next game and get 60. And then we'd have to lose out. I don't know if that's going to happen. We don't get that lucky. I'd like to lose out. I would. Yeah, man. No, live streams are great since you can't go to a bar. That's kind of what why I wanted to do this. I don't know what it's like in Ontario, but like we're COVID nuts right now. We can't go anywhere. I can't even go to a backyard. Like I'm locked at home. Oh, don't feel bad, mortified. Don't feel bad at all. Nothing to feel bad about. It's sports. I don't play for the team. People take this too seriously, kid. Like people get really wrapped into it like they're oh my God. What's with you? What's with you and Jack Rathbone? Oh man, what is with that? What is with it, Michael? Why are you a Rathbone fan? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, James. I hope the cup does come home. I hope a Canadian team wins it. I would rather Luke play Toronto than Edmonton. So, not that I don't think Toronto's not the better team. You are. Winnipeg's biggest weakness is being able to contain the rush, and McDavid's such a game breaker that I don't think I don't think we have a snowball's chance against Edmonton, to be honest. I think we have a slightly better than a snowball's chance against Toronto. It's not much better, but it's better. I'm not saying we're going to beat Toronto. Like, you're a favorite to win the cup for a reason. It's just rather do it. Assam, welcome back. Yeah, sorry guys. Like, Ontario is bad too, right? Like, everyone's... I think we just passed you guys. Like, you're on the better swing, right? Like, you're starting to slightly improve. You just had a horrible third wave. We're just entering our horrible third wave. So you got to stay at home till the first week of June. Yeah, we got the same thing. You can't even golf. Okay, so we can't. The hockey kid, we can golf. We can't go to anyone's house or backyard. What else can't we do? I don't think we can do anything but golf, to be honest. We can still golf. Jack Rathbone and Clay Motion. Oh, the Spike in Transcona, Derek. I'm not a Spike fan. I'm not. I've been a few times. I've been in a few bar tussles a few times there. There always seems to be. There's bikers and everything outside of there. I'm not a huge Spike guy, but I'll go. If you want to go, I'll go. Any word on vaccines coming up for you guys? So, Joe, I just got my vaccine last Friday. So in Manitoba, it's 30 and up now can book. So I got my first shot, but I don't think we're getting our second shot in Manitoba till June or July. So everyone has to get their first shot. They're not going to follow the Pfizer guidelines or the Moderna guidelines, and then we're going to get a shot later. So I got one shot, which is good. I'm happy about that. But yeah, we couldn't get one till May. So I know you guys in the States, you got Rathbone is amazing. What's up, Brendan? We're going to have to do Rathbone and Clay Motion, apparently. You're going to hit the ball 700 miles, 700 meters for how mad you're going to be. Kid, are you a hockey kid? Are you a good golfer? You got a good handicap? Nice ladies at the spike? Yeah, okay. That's fair. I have done well at the spike in that sense. Good job, James. You got your needle. That's great. Yeah, we can't do anything outside but golf, so all team sports are done. My softball league got canceled, which I'm really bummed about. I really like slow pitch. I don't know about you guys, but I love slow pitch. Yeah, me too, Joe. I don't think we have anyone to manufacture it up here yet, so that's the problem. We're kind of useless when it comes to that, so maybe one day. Rathbone shoots, Rathbone scores. Oh, man. Make Rathbone your profile pick for a week if the Canucks win. Let's see. That one? You want that pick? Yeah, school just went online for us this week. It just went online, so I don't have kids, but I know a lot of my employees do, and they were bummed. So, please, yeah, sure, mortified. On YouTube, you want that to be my picture, eh? How about Discord? Can I go with Discord? Is that a young Freddie Anderson? You know what, Joe? You can only control yourself, my man. And that's why I wanted to start a sports channel. I've always got a lot of opinions about everything, but sports is just fun. Michael, thanks, man. That's awesome. You, sir, are also a regular beautician, maybe even a Pantene Pro. I'm mortified. I'll do it. Hold on. Save image as. I'm doing this for you, buddy. Jack Rathbone is the next Cale Makar. I think Cale Makar is the next Cale Makar, bro. Cale Makar is legit. That guy is so good. Okay, mortified. If Rathbone wins the Norris in the next 2 years, you're going to get him tattooed on yourself? As soon as you turn 18, Rathbone tattoo if he wins the Norris. How many likes for me to get a Jack Rathbone jersey? Okay, so Brendan, you're in line 2. We've already said everyone's made a claim for clay motion videos. So I will do clay motion videos with the first dollars I make from YouTube. So I'm only at like 385, 390 subscribers. After I hit 1,000 and I start making a few little pennies from this, and it's literally pennies, I will save all of those pennies, and then I will go ahead and make a clay motion video and narrate it for everybody. And then Rathbone will be the second thing I spend YouTube monies on. How about that? So you're in line 2. That Rathbone hair. You can't believe a YouTube whole game. Well, you guys are all beauties. This is fun. I wish you could voice chat in, but chat's been good too. This has been fun. It was a good time. All right, Mortified. There you go. Rathbone is my second investment after YouTube Monies comes in. Yeah, Mike, I got an Insta. It is. There you go. That's the Insta. I've got a couple kids that I coached with watch Rathbone's gonna score. So any of the guys here my age that don't understand the humor of teenagers these days, they're a lot freaking funnier than we ever were. Like a dog with a bone, like a Rathbone. They get a hold of something, never dies. It'll be funny for months. Rematch tomorrow. You're going to be live. I am going to be live Friday for the Jets and the Leafs, Mike. Friday for the Jets and the Leafs. That'll be my next one. Yeah, the Laine season ending preseason or presser. He basically said, in my opinion, I'm going to talk about that in my YouTube video today after the game, which I'm going to have to run in 38 minutes to go make, guys. But it'll be dropping in an hour or two. He basically said he likes the players, but made no mention of the coaches or the GM. So I think that speaks volumes to either Maurice or Chevy. Ooh, how much do you pay Laine? Okay, so 2 years ago, before his bridge deal came up, I would have paid Laine a 6 at 8 or a 6 at 9 because he had that many goals. But now, because he's had 2 slump seasons, you got 2 years left. The key to a contract is to get as many years off free agency as possible. So if I'm the general manager, and I can never say his Finnish name, but if I'm that Finnish general manager out of Columbus, I'm trying to get a 5-year deal out of him so I can take 3 years off his free agency. And I would probably be willing to pay as high as 7.5 to 8.5 still for him, times 5. Yeah, I think 7.5 to 8.5. I think that's a deal even. He had a terrible year, but yeah, Rathbone is a certified beautician. Now I'm going to have to include this guy in my YouTube video today, Mike. I appreciate that. And I have to think about how I'm going to work him in there. Laine Matthews Marner would be an illegal line. I disallow that line. That would be gross. Roland, we tried, man. That sucked. But you're right. We will start scoring at the Oilers' expense. Team, I had a lot of fun. This was really, really good. I appreciate it. Hopefully you can jump in on Discord. Hopefully you jump in. You can add me to IG. It's up there if you want. I'm going to go drop a video now. Give me about an hour and I'll put it out. We'll take a look at this Oilers and Habs game as well too. And I'll see you all Friday. Thank you so much for participating in my first stream. Appreciate it.